this is 100% I won the cup. You haven't done anything. You better listen.
I was going to say, because that comment can go either way. And I mean, there's been a lot of this going around. I mean, the thing with Arturi Lehkonen and all that was a little bit separate. But just a couple of days ago, after the loss to Seattle, we saw Jalen Hurts basically call out his teammates for doing the same thing. Now, he did the very quarterbacky thing, which is use we, right? Like, we're not bought in, we're not logged in. He clearly wasn't talking about himself.
Yeah.
This with Devon Toews, like when he says we have some guys that are doing it, he's clearly not talking about himself.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more pointed. And I do think that that's an interesting note that you picked up on of separating, trying to narrow down who he might be talking about in the mystery of it.
Yeah.
Is it newcomers on the team, or is it people who were on that Stanley Cup team or established people who maybe aren't doing it? And it's like parsing words to figure out what that might be.
For sure. And yeah, you're kind of like trying to connect dots all the time. But I took it as you're talking about the players that essentially weren't on that cup team, because you have so much respect for the players that were on that cup team that went through those long months with you, that I don't think you would publicly call them out in a situation like that. That's why I'm like, I think this is newcomers.
I would defer to you. I would agree with you on that, because I do think that for the guys who are on that cup team, and we've seen it even with the guys that have left, there's a bond there.
100%.
And like, even if it was, so let's say Devon Toews was frustrated with Cale Makar, which I don't think that's who it was, or whoever it was. If it was somebody from that cup team, there feels like there would be a mutual level of respect and a bond there, that like that conversation might be had where they might be comfortable airing that out to each other, but I don't know that it would leak out in a public way as it has before. Whereas, like you said, with somebody who wasn't on that cup team, or a newcomer that's kind of jumping onto this successful train, I could easily be that, or see that being a situation where it's like, hey, new guy, like, we got a thing going here. We have a standard and you're not meeting it. You're not a part of it yet.